You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM 95.6.
You are listening to the Monday Night Community Show with me, Daniel. It's great to have you along with us this evening. And we're now going to be speaking to Richard Jeferies from the Muddlarks Drama Group. Richard, it's great to have you along again.
Thank you, Daniel. Well, it's great to be back in this wonderful studio again. It feels like home.
I was wondering if you could start off with a little introduction into the Muddlarks.
Certainly. Well, Muddlarks is a local drama group, and we're operating out of the Sheppey Little Theatre in Merrick Road, Sheerness. We meet Monday nights, 7:30pm for our rehearsals, and we welcome anyone from ages 17 and above who wants to have some fun on the stage. Now, we operate an inclusive policy, so that means if you want to go on stage or backstage or costume, lighting, sound, anything like that, then you get that chance. You're not waiting in the wings for 3 months while a production goes on, or waiting for a part. If you want to perform, you're there. It's a wonderful family atmosphere. The mad kind of family, you know, but we get along well together, and we just have a lot of fun doing what we enjoy, which is performing.
Richard, what have you been up to since we last spoke here at the Monday Night Community Show?
The Muddlarks have been a very busy group. After our first show, The Play's the Thing, we spent the remainder of the year performing at various fundraising shows. I think we've done about half a dozen now. And for one of the sketches that we actually did for one of those shows, written by our own Linda, we created the 50s pastiche serials, which you have broadcast on BRFM. Yep. And I'd like to take this opportunity to really thank you guys for that, because it's been nice exposure, and we've enjoyed doing it. It was great to actually make these little serials, and we've got some more in mind if you still want them.
No, I certainly enjoyed listening to it, and I know many of our listeners did as well.
We've also been creating a lot of new material and rehearsing like mad for the new show. And a couple of the lads and I, we even came up here and recorded a promo intro for one of your advertisers,
yep,
8 Class Windows. Sung very badly on that, but it was great fun. We took the unique step of holding a coffee morning jumble sale in July to raise money for costumes and props for our shows. That was the brainchild of Stephanie, who's our chairman, and her mum Pat. It was such a success that we're thinking of giving up drama, and we're going to do jumble sales full time. But yes, basically we've been getting ready now for this new show, which is what I want to tell you guys about next.
Now, Richard, can you tell us about your new show?
Yes, I'd love to tell you about our new show. Right, we are performing our newest show August 19th and the 20th, 7:30pm. It's called Muddlarks for 3. The 3 stands for comedy, drama and mystery. And it's our latest show at the Sheppey Little Theatre, Sheerness. Now, this is our biggest yet. We've got 11 new scenes, a mixture that ranges from a courtroom mystery through a ghost story to a comedy in a lift. And we've got loads of varied solos in between. In fact, in one scene, I've reminiscent of the legendary Rolf Harris, I paint a 6-foot square canvas on stage, like he used to do in Generation Games and things like that. But certain things happen as well to the canvas, which that's a surprise for the show. And yes, it's all new, it's all original, and it's a fantastic evening out. I can recommend it for any family that wants to come along and see us. And that'll be August 19th and 20th, 7:30pm, Muddlarks for 3 at the Sheppey Little Theatre, Sheerness.
We are talking to Richard Jeferies this evening and the Muddlarks Drama Group right here at the Monday Night Community Show this evening. We're talking to Richard Jeferies at the moment. We're talking all about the Muddlark Drama Group. And Richard, where do you get your material?
Well, all our scripts and material, for everything, we mine the creativity of local writers and artists. There's so many talented people on this island. It's silly not to use them. You know, all our scripts are original. They're either written by cast members or local writers groups, James Apps' group as well. All our music as well, that's all unique. It's all originally written. My Highwayman sketch, where I do the painting, for instance, has music created and performed by a group called Banjovi, which is Steve Harding and Jeff Reed. We even have original songs throughout the show, performed by some of our new cast members. They're written by and performed by these new cast members. Vicky's one, and Zoe Gold. She's another. She'll be performing for us. So it's all original and it's all local.
We have been talking to Richard, but we've got some of the other members of the group in the studio with us here at BRFM now. And we're going to be speaking to Steve. Good evening, Steve.
Good evening.
And now, Steve, you may actually recognise from our 6-part radio play we did with the Muddlarks, and Steve was the policeman in that series. Steve, I was just wondering how things been for you this year.
Well, getting better slowly. I mean, I'm still struggling to learn my lines, but they're a great group of people. They help you whenever they can. No 2 weeks are the same, so they keep us busy, and it's just a great atmosphere and a great group to be with.
It certainly sounds like you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd help people with confidence problems as well. Get them out and just meet new people and have fun.
That is us talking to Steve from the Muddlarks Drama Group. As I said, Steve, you'll probably recognise if you listen to our 6-part radio play. Of course, he was the policeman in that play. We're talking to some of the members of the group, and we're joined with Sam. Good evening, Sam.
Good evening.
Now, you're one of the newer members of the group, and I understand you're going to be in their newest play. What do you think about the Muddlarks? How are things going?
I was definitely thrown in the deep end with being picked as the main female character in Linda's A Ghost Story. But they're an amazing group of people, very talented and very friendly. As soon as you walk in the door, they're there with smiles and everything. But yeah, good.
And I bet you're looking forward to taking part in their new play as well.
Yeah, definitely. I love performing, and Muddlarks is a way I can do that on the stage.
And we're talking to some of the members of the group at the moment. We're now joined with Pat. Welcome along to the show, Pat.
Hello.
Hiya. Now, you have written 2 of the main sketches in this year's show. How are things going?
Oh yes, well that's right. It's going absolutely lovely. Like all the others have said this evening, we're all really excited, raring to go. They're all doing really, really well, and it's the first time I've actually written 2 sketches that have actually been produced, would you say, on stage. I'm getting really excited about it, to actually see them come alive.
I was going to say, but it'd be great to see them being performed.
Actually, yes, to see them come alive when you've had them in your mind for so long, and I've written 2, and it's going to be absolutely fabulous.
We're talking to Richard Jeferies and the Muddlarks Drama Group. Richard, what's next for the Muddlarks?
Well, we're still going to be busy. After this show, we're going straight into the recording studio again to produce some more of our 50s radio serial pastiches, the cleverly written ones by Linda Ragu. She has already written another 3 new adventures for Jean Maple, Shirley Hames, Penny Penfold, and of course Preston the dog. These will soon be available. What we're going to do is put them all on a compilation CD towards the end of the year, and hopefully sales of that can fund future performances, because all our money just goes straight back into costumes and props and sets. But yes, these will be, and like our recent serial Hound for Hound, I'm hoping that BRFM will broadcast them.
Oh yeah, we'd love to. Well, I certainly would.
Well, I hope your listeners enjoy them too. After that, we're going to start a build-up for our 2012 show. Now, this is going to be even bigger than this year's, which is a big enough spectacle as well. It's a clever variation on the traditional Romeo and Juliet story. It's written in rhyming couplets, which is going to be a lovely challenge for our members, although it should be slightly easier, because obviously if you can think of the beginning part of the rhyme, you can remember the end part of the words, hopefully by just working it out. And that's going to be written by Stephanie, who's our chairman at this year. And this is going to present lots of new challenges. We're going to have big sets, big costumes. We're going to have ballroom scenes, dazzling lights, lots of new, again, as I say, original music, and we'll even perhaps squeeze Steve into a pair of tights as well.
We've been talking to Richard Jeferies and the Muddlarks Drama Group. Richard, before you go, I was wondering if you could just refresh our listeners, of course, all about your show and when and where it is, and any useful contact details as well.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Right, contact details. As always, you can find details of Muddlarks from many sources. We must thank our local media, Sheerness Times Guardian, Sheppey Gazette, and of course BRFM, without which, not as many people would know about us. You've been very kind to us and regularly announce our new performances, so it's really nice.
Thanks.
You can also contact me on my mobile number, 0752 1123 160. You can come along and meet us any time on a rehearsal night. and that would be Mondays, 7:30 at Sheppey Little Theatre, Merrick Road, Sheerness, and it's only £2 a night. Your first night's free. Come along, see what we're like, and you'll probably want to join in. You can follow us on Facebook. All we've got to do is search Muddlarks, and that's 2 Ds. And if you'd like to be put on our mailing list for future updates and kept informed about what we've got coming up, then you can email us. That's Muddlarks, again with 2 Ds, MUDDLARKS at hotmail.co.uk. That's Muddlarks at hotmail.co.uk. And of course, we'd love to see you at our new show, and that's Muddlarks for 3, August 19th and 20th, 7:30 p.m, Sheppey Little Theatre. Come along, it's a great evening out.
Richard, once again, I'd like to thank you and your members that come up with you this evening. It's always a great night when you come up here. Thank you very much.
And Daniel, it's a pleasure to be here. You've always been very welcoming, and it's great fun. Thank you.
That's Richard Jeferies and the Muddlarks Drama Group here at the Monday Night Community Show this evening.
You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM 95.6.
DPN.